On today's episode of I Grew Up in an Actual Dictatorship, so you know you're not in one, I want to talk to those that think that socialism it's a good idea for the United States. Number one, it is very easy to use socialist ideal as a disguise to become a dictator, someone who controls a whole nation. Based off of Karl Marx's socialist ideals, everyone is supposed to have control of the country's resources. But it's never like that when taken to practice. You need a party to run these ideals, to control it. In Vladimir Lenin's case, he used the Bolsheviks, and in Fidel Castro's case, he used the Communist Party. So in our case, someone could use the Democratic or Republican Party to implement socialist ideals. But once the government has control of all their resources, instead of using it to give it to the people based on their need as socialist idea states, they could use it to influence or benefit other rich people with power so they can help him control the country. For this, we have the case of Venezuela. By 2005, Chavez had already nationalized many telecommunications, technology, steel, and oil industries like Chevron, ExxonMobil, in between others, meaning he had full control of these resources and ownership of them. Instead of helping the Venezuelan people, he knew he was about to start doing a lot of inhumane and violations of human rights because he was about to become a dictator. Every year, the OAS, or the Organization of American States, it's kind of like the UN, but just for the American continent, every year they meet. And Chavez, Venezuela's president, knew that America's president would have a say in his inhumane treatments of its citizens. To counteract this, he needed to diminish American influence in other countries like Jamaica, Guyana, Haiti, and Nicaragua, who were also part of the OAS and will be present at this assembly. He created the Petro-Caribe deal. Basically, he would give an obscene amount of oil to these countries in exchange for agriculture or smaller products and at a very, very low interest rate. In reality, it was just to diminish America's influence in these countries. I'll give you an example. In 2007, during the 37th Congressional Assembly of the OAS, then Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice accused Venezuela's president of shutting down a private TV network. Radio Caracas Televisión, or RCTV, their license expired in May of that year. The government refused to renew their license based on their accusation that they were supporting political instability. We know that this was nothing more than an excuse to shut down free speech in their country. And what these Venezuela's new allies said at this and many more assemblies every time Venezuela was accused of inhumane actions, Venezuela's actions was necessary to achieve sovereignty, free from external entities that could impact domestic policies. Not only they defended Venezuela, but now they even congratulated Venezuela on its actions. Exactly the same thing could happen here in the United States. If we get a socialist governor or a socialist president, slowly, but surely, they will use these resources to their own benefit. They will shut down press. They will take over press. They will censor opinions. They will pay